Hey guys, it's Alex here and welcome back to my channel. Today I had the pleasure of playing with the new Sigma Beauty and Disney Beauty and the Beast collection. I created this look here using the products, so if you'd like to see how to get this look and my thoughts on this collection, just keep on watching. Today we have an exciting new product launch that I'm going to test out for you guys today, and that is the Sigma and Disney Beauty and the Beast collection. I just want to say a massive thank you to Sigma Beauty for sending me out this collection. I am so excited to try the products. From what I've seen so far, it all looks absolutely stunning, so let's just jump into it. First of all, let's have a look at all of the products that are in the collection. First up, we have a 14 pan eyeshadow palette. All of these colors look so stunning. And next up, we have a 7 pan eyeshadow palette. And this one's just essentially a mini version of the bigger eyeshadow palette. Next we have this mini lip set that comes with 3 lip creams. And this next product is a cheek palette. It comes with 2 blushes and 1 highlighter. I'm really interested to try the blushes because they look really shimmery in the pan. And lastly we have this brush set. We will test these brushes out today. Oh, that was supposed to be closed. So the brush set comes with this really sparkly makeup bag. And in the makeup bag you get 3 eye brushes and 2 face brushes. I like the colour of these brushes. It's definitely very matching to the Beauty and the Beast theme. All of the brushes have a little character engraving on each of the brush handles too, which I think is a really cool little detail they've added. Let me know if any of your favourite characters are on these brush handles. So that is everything that is inside of the box. Now let's get to testing the products. So I'm going to start with my base first, but I want to test out that foundation brush. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay. I'm just going to pump that directly onto my face. And I'm going to take the angled foundation brush that came in the collection. I'm just going to start buffing that in. Ooh, I'm gonna be honest, I usually don't like putting my foundation on with a brush, but this is spreading it around quite nicely and giving me quite a lot of coverage. Don't forget to go down the neck, even though I look like a ghost. Trust the process. I say that a lot in my videos. It's definitely spreading the product around nicely. Like, I feel like I've got quite a lot of coverage for those small pumps that I used. I think this has done a really great job. I really don't like using foundation brushes for my makeup, but I think it looks really natural. It's really blended the product into the skin and it just looks really pretty. I'm just going to quickly do the rest of my base products and then we'll be back to test out this cheek palette. Okay, I just quickly popped those other base products on. Now let's test out the cheek palette. So we have the 2 blushes and the highlighter. I think I want to try the shade Something Sweet. It's more of like a pinky tone. So I'm going to take the powder brush that came with it. Ooh, quite pigmented. And let's just pop that on. Oh, okay, it's very pigmented. I like that it comes with a mirror. I think that's very handy. The blush has a little bit of a sheen to it, but I think it's not too much. I really like this colour as well. I think it's quite pretty. I'm going to use the same brush just on the other side and we're going to try the highlighter shade in the middle. I'm a little bit concerned this might be too dark for me, but we will find out in a second. It's very, very blinding. I think it is a touch too dark for me though, because when I look forward you can kind of see it just on the very edge of my cheek. I think that's really pretty as well. Even though it's a little bit too dark for me, it's a really nice colour. It's very, very blinding though. It's almost overpowering the blush. I might just put a little bit more blush on, just because I love blush. Okay, I'm debating if we go for a lip product or the eyes. I kind of want to do the eyeshadow palettes and leave the lips to last depending on what eye look we create, so let's do that. I'm just going to take this Sigma Eye Base Primer in the shade Persuade. And I will be using that as my eyeshadow base today. I'm going to use the 14 pan eyeshadow palette today just because in the smaller palette they are all shades from this palette. I don't know what look I want to do. I am wearing blue, but there also is a lot of like really pretty nude colours. Also the purples as well. I kind of want to use those too. I don't know. I think I'm going to use the blues today and then I'll do another look with the purples and pinks on my TikTok at MakeupWithAlix if you want to check out that video. I'm going to use the brushes that came in the kit as well as some other Sigma brushes that I have. It also comes with a little dual-ended brush, so we're going to use this one as well. I'm going to pick up the shade Forbidden and I'm going to start putting that in my crease. It's an almost black dark brown. It's kind of patchy, not going to lie. Okay. It's not patchy anymore, you just have to really work it in there. And let's just repeat the same thing on this eye. I'm going to take the E24 brush that came in the brush set and I'm going to pick up the shade Beast. I'm really nervous for this but also excited because this was one of the eyeshadows that really drew me in. I'm just going to start kind of layering that on top of the Forbidden shade and then just blend it out. I just want to create a smoky eye almost, like a navy blue smoky eye. This brush is perfectly shaped for this, it's great. It's blending really easily, which is really nice. I do kind of wish there was a blue shimmer shade. I feel like that would have really tied it together, like a deep blue. Kind of like the colour of the makeup bag. I think that would have been so cool. Okay, that's really packing a punch. Let's blend that shade out. I'm going to use the dual ender brush that came in the palette. And I'm going to pick up the shade Cogsworth and let's just start blending that blue out. I almost wish there was a nude eyeshadow that I could blend this shade out with, but that's alright, it's still doing perfectly fine. These brushes are blending out everything so nicely. I've just been dipping between Cogsworth and the Beast shade. I'm just going to pick up that Forbidden shade and just deepen my crease a little bit more. And now I've got to figure out what I want to do in the middle of my eye. The shade Enchantress is looking quite fun, but I definitely want to use Winter's Night. I'm going to pick up the shade Enchantress on my finger. Before I do that, I'm actually just going to stick some more of my base product on my lid. I'm just going to give the shimmer shade something to stick to. And let's put that shade on my lid. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's like a khaki olive green. I'm not sure if it suits the vibe I was going for though. I'm going to take the E55 from the brush kit and pick up some of that same shade and just use it to blend it into the blue. I feel like I've chosen a very odd colour combination today. Let's go back in with some of that Beast shade just to blend those edges. I think I'm going to add a little bit of a lighter colour in the centre. Taking that same brush, I'm going to pick up some of the shade Belle and just pop that right on the centre. Just want to brighten it up a touch. Let's take Forbidden and Beast under the lower lash line. And I'm just connecting that up to my outer edge. Finally, I'm going to take the shade Winter's Night. And let's put that right in the inner corner. Oh my goodness, that is so glittery. Oh, it's got like a gold reflect to it, I see. Let's pop it under the brow bone as well. I might pop some of this on the lid as well. I have a very dramatic eye look going on today. I'm just going to quickly pop on some mascara and lashes and then I'll be back to choose the lip product. Okay, I feel like lashes have really tied this look together. It's definitely giving smoky eye vibes. So we're going to test out the last product in the collection now, which is the mini lip set. There's 3 shades in here and I think I'm going to go for the lightest shade just because we have quite an intense eye going on. So out of the 3 shades, I think I'm going to test the shade here, which is the shade Bonjour. These are lip creams. I do have a few Sigma Beauty lip creams. Doesn't smell like anything. Oh wow, it's like my lip colour, but slightly better. I really like that. That's a really pretty colour. It almost feels like a semi-matte formula. It's quite nice. It's very comfortable on the lips. Okay guys, well that is it. That is me testing out the entire Sigma and Disney Beauty and the Beast collection. Hands down, I did not expect this foundation brush to be one of my favourite products out of the collection. I just love how natural my skin looks and it's not creasing. Usually when I apply foundation with a makeup brush, it creases pretty quickly. But I think that this has just made my base look so flawless, so big fan of this one. The other brushes in the brush set also were very nice to use. I did like the blush shade that I tried out, not too big on the highlighter just because it's a touch too dark for me, but it is a really pretty formula and it gives a nice glow. Not gonna lie, I was hoping that the blue B shade I used was gonna be a little bit more of a navy blue. It's turned out quite dark on the eyes, however it is still really pretty, it's just not exactly what I was expecting. I did like the other shades I used, everything was really easy to blend, it's pigmented and the shimmers are very sparkly, I do really like that. Especially that Winter Night shade that I used in the inner corner. It's just got this really pretty reflect to it, so I'll definitely be using that again. I do, however, wish maybe one of these brown shades was a slightly more lighter tone or like a matte white. It would be really helpful to help blend out these dark shades, but I did end up just going and touching it up with a little bit of my translucent powder and that worked out fine. And of course this little eyeshadow palette is exactly the same formula as the big eyeshadows. so I have no doubt that this will perform just as well. So that was my thoughts on the collection and a demo using the products. Let me know what you guys think of this look. It's definitely very out of the gate for me, but I'm trying to kind of play around with colours that I wouldn't necessarily use, and keep an eye out for that other video that I'm going to post on my TikTok and my Instagram Reels using different shades of the palette, if you're interested in seeing what other looks you can create with the shades in the palette. Once again, massive thank you to Sigma Beauty for sending these products out. They're absolutely stunning, and I really appreciate that you guys have sent them to me to test out. And I do have a discount code with Sigma Beauty. It is ALIX10. If you would like to save money on their website, you can check it out in the link down below. So that's going to be the end of today's video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, so you never miss out on a video. And if you want to see any other looks that I don't create here, check out my Instagram and other social medias down below at MakeupWithAlix. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!